Hi, my name is Valley Manuel, and I'm one of the co-founders of the period care brand that your store carries called Rif Care. Rif Care is one of the first brands to make period care out of hemp fiber. That's what makes our brand unique and different. My other co-founder is Rebecca Caputo, who's not in this video right now. The mission with the brand really was for our own personal health journeys. In our early 20s, we both had hormone imbalances, we both had hormone issues. And so as we both started to, as friends, like talk about the different products we were using, what we weren't using anymore, we started to change our period care. And one thing we noticed is that there wasn't much materials innovation in period care. So at the time I was living in Europe and I just saw like all these amazing things that were being done with hemp fiber and different clothing and underwear and lingerie. And I was like, why can't we use this in disposable products? So our product is disposable. We have pads and tampons. The pads are what's made with hemp fiber and organic cotton. The tampons are 100% organic cotton. And then the period underwear are actually made with organic cotton, hemp fiber, and eucalyptus fiber. Our first product is the pads. One thing about the pads is I feel like everybody needs to try them to see what the difference is. The number one difference for most people is going to be comfort. So for a lot of people, they say that our pads generally feel like you're wearing nothing. And that really is the goal with them. There's so much innovation that we're still doing with our pads. Our next batch of pads, for example, this is January of 2024. The first batch of pads had a perforated top sheet. The next batch of pads will have a perforated top sheet. So if you're watching this when you get in the new packaging and the new pads, that is going to make them more absorbent and also absorb quicker. So it helps you feel more dry. But the number one selling points for the hemp fiber and why we use it is A, it's completely pesticide free. So that is much better for your hormones and your health. B, it's much better for the environment. So hemp grows super easily. We do blend it with organic cotton because that's what our fiber processors recommend for us to get that super soft and absorbent blend. But the hemp fiber is biodegradable. It also takes less time to grow. It takes less water. And also, it's a regenerative plant. So when we are making the fiber for our product, we're actually making the earth better as we make it, which we love. So RIF actually stands for Regenerative International Female, and it's regeneration in all ways. So when you use the product, we know it's a really hard time of the month, but one of our goals is to make that time of the month better for everyone. So if you can be more comfortable and also know that you're making a better purchasing decision that's also affordable, and from a brand that's small and actually cares about every single ingredient, every single step of the supply chain, you feel like you're making a better choice, and you are. Some of the selling points for the tampons. So, on a typical tampon, what can happen is the outside layer of the tampon can shed, which is really bad because it can cause irritation, dryness. Like a lot of people find tampons uncomfortable for many reasons. And whether it's, getting infections after, these are things that can be avoided if your tampon doesn't shed cotton. So our tampon has a non-shed security veil, which is actually on the box. You can see a picture of it. And that's what's going to help our tampons to stay together and also absorb more. And they're amazing at absorbing. I was not a tampon girl. The reason I started Riff with my best friend is because I'm a pad person. I absolutely love pads, but sometimes I have to wear tampons. So we worked with like 10 different factories. And once I found these that not only had an organic security veil, organic cotton core, and an organic cotton string, they also have a biodegradable wrapper on the outside, and then they actually worked, I was like, I'm sold. This is our manufacturer. The tampons are also non-applicator. I personally find non-applicator tampons much easier to put in. I love them because they're small, they're convenient, they fit in your bag. And for me, I was always like taking the tampons outside the applicator and then putting them in and then wasting the plastic. And we couldn't find many manufacturers, or actually any manufacturers, that had 100% biodegradable. They all had some real plastic in them. So we chose to go with non-applicator, and ours are some of the most comfortable in the market. So when you talk about consumer behavior and they try these non-applicator, a lot of people go, oh, okay, this is what I was looking for. They're very comfortable. So when you put them inside, a lot of times you also won't get irritation or dryness. Here are some selling points for the period underwear. So the period underwear are some of the best on the market. I actually haven't seen many underwear in natural product stores. One of the reasons we didn't see period underwear inside of natural product stores was because we didn't see many brands that actually fit the ethos of natural product stores. Our period underwear came to the game to change all of that. So they are made with the hemp fiber, organic cotton, and tencel. And we wanted to use this custom blend because we didn't just want them to be comfortable, we also wanted them to be very absorbent. So the current period underwear are high waisted and they can hold up to 2 tampons or 2 pads worth of blood. And that's regular tampons or regular pads. So this is going to be for like the moderate bleeder. I'm someone who's a very heavy bleeder, so I wear these at night on their own, or if I'm wearing them during the day, I'll usually have them as backup. So sometimes if I'm just going to a class or I'm out for like 4 to 6 hours, I'll wear them on their own. But for me, someone who wears like an overnight pad on a heavy day, these are perfect because I was always afraid of leaking. I was always afraid, like, what if I'm going to be out all day? Or like, what if I'm wearing a light color and I just need backup? So that's why these are perfect. But they're not only for periods, they can also be used for postpartum. A lot of people who are postpartum find them very useful because, you are bleeding so much that you want that extra backup. And then also sometimes you want to go out and you don't want to have to use those postpartum diapers. So, really great gift. And they're also amazing for leak proof. I gave my mother in law a pair. She absolutely loves them. Whenever she hikes or bike rides, she needed them for leakage. And so she's been wearing them lately. She's 74 years old. And she was like, these are amazing. They're a little bit sexy, but like, I really like how they work. So that's a great selling point. Another thing is that I would always like your employee bathrooms and all of your employee rooms to be stocked with Rif Care. I want everyone in the company to try it, whether you're using it for leak proof or whether you're using them for your period, just having them on hand and having you try them and always providing period care for the employees is so important to us. For our local stores in Los Angeles, we're able to do that all the time. But if you have not tried Rif Care for any reason at all, please let me know and I will go ahead and send samples to your manager. Just have them email me at hello@rifcare.com and request employee samples. The other thing we always do is customer samples. So, customer sampling is very important to us. A lot of people are afraid to switch because they just don't know what the new period products are going to feel like. So, for us, being able to provide these employee samples and then also the customer samples so that they can try them has been phenomenal for our sales and our velocity because we know that once people try our product, they usually love our product and then it's easier for them to make the switch. So, if you are a manager or someone who's working in the wellness department and you want to request customer samples, feel free to email us hello@rifcare.com, rifcare.com, and request those samples, and I'll go ahead and get those over to your team. Thank you so much for watching this video. If you want more information on our brand, follow us online. We are at Rif Care at TikTok and at Rif Care on Instagram and also YouTube. We do some YouTube, but not that much. But you can subscribe to us right here. We share more information about our ethos, women's health, all types of information that you might want because these could also be selling points when trying to sell someone a better form of period care or something that's healthier for them. Thanks so much for watching this video, and I hope to see you in real life very soon.